Good evening all. Am I audible or able to hear me properly? Madhu Nisha, good evening. Raghavendra, good evening. Am I audible? So sorry for the delay. Yeah. Ajay, good evening. Pankaj, good evening. Dinvesh, yeah, thank you for your response. Arvind, good evening. Ashwati, good evening. Yeah. Saurabh, good evening. Ahmad, good evening. Okay, so good evening all. This is Indra from Pantech E Learning. Actually, this is a free webinar on Jetson AI, right? Okay, so if you are all ready, we can start, right? Yeah, thank you all for your response. Okay, so before getting into the topic, I want to just give a short introduction about Pantech. So we have started since 2004 and we have helped about like 10 million students to learn in an easy way via EduTech platform, and you can visit our website for more information about our Pantech e-learning, about the course, everything, right? Okay, so in this webinar we are going to talk about Nvidia Jetson Nano. Some of you may get to know about this topic, but some of you don't have any single idea about it. Don't worry. So we will learn from the scratch, and at the end of this session I'm damn sure you will get a clear idea about it, right? So if you have any doubts or queries in this sense, you can interrupt me. I'm here to help you, and let me start, right? Okay, so first let's start with an introduction about this particular Nvidia company. Nvidia is actually a company, right? Okay, so what is Nvidia? See, Nvidia Corporation is a technology company which is known for designing and manufacturing GPUs, which is nothing but graphic processing units. Okay, so the company was founded in 1993 by Jensen Huang, Curtis and Chris, and it is headquartered actually it is in Santa Clara, California. So Nvidia's founders believe that for computer graphics to advance, a dedicated GPU would be needed, right? So previously computer games were entirely CPU based only. So however, like gaming technology was advancing, slowly moving to Windows from MS-DOS, something like that, right? So graphics, especially like 3D graphics, were reliant on considerable and floating point math processing and math coprocessor in the CPU was simply not enough. Okay. So here I mentioned some words like CPU and GPU. So if we want to know more about it in this sense, first we need to have a basic knowledge or idea about CPU and GPU. So let's learn what CPU and GPU is, right? So first thing is, what is CPU? You all know, I hope you all know that clearly, right? So a central processing unit, which is actually the brain of a computer, right? So that handles general task, so such as executing instructions for applications and like other operating system. So CPUs are good for sequential processing and complex decision making. So CPUs can render detailed scenes regardless of the amount of data, because they have access to the system's RAM, right? And coming to the GPU is nothing but graphic processing unit, is a computer processor that actually uses parallel processing to render images and graphics. So GPUs are ideal for video games and like architectural visualizations, because they can process real-time graphics, right? So GPUs are also used for machine learning and big data analytics. Okay, so overall GPU and CPU both are important components of computing system, but they are assigned for difficult tasks. Okay, so CPU has few powerful cores that are designed for general purpose sequential processing, and GPU has many small cores that are designed especially for tasks like graphic rendering and parallel computation, something like that. Okay, so if I just explain this about in words, here I am going to show you one video, then you will get a clear idea about it. I mean, you will get a clear difference between what CPU will do and what is the purpose of GPU. Okay, so I am going to play that video. You see, and you will get a clear idea about it.
Alright, I introduced to you Leonardo, and he's going to paint the picture for you guys in the way that a CPU might do it, as a series of discrete actions performed sequentially, one after the other. In 3, 2, 1. Let me speed it up. Ladies and gentlemen.
You see, they are just printing a single emoji using CPU. It's actually printing it one by one, right? So now they are going to do another thing using GPU. See this, you will get idea about how this actually works, right? See this.
Gentlemen.
Leonardo 2.0.
When we hit this trigger on this thing, 2,100 gallons of air goes through these accumulators, out these valves, into all 1,100 of these tubes, into these tubes within which the bottom of is a paintball. Each of those paintballs will fly across 7 feet of space and in 80 milliseconds reach its target. Hopefully, when it's all said and done, it's going to paint the Mona Lisa.
GPU painting demonstration
Yep.
in 10, 9,
8,
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, science class is now over. Thank you.
So you can see over here, right? Say they just print a simple emoji using CPU, but it takes time. It will print one by one. But using GPU, they just print a Mona Lisa painting in just one go, right? So this is the major difference between CPU and GPU. I hope you get a clear idea about it now. Okay, so now let's move to the next slide, which is, now let's talk about the applications of Nvidia. So those who have a craze on gaming, I hope they heard about this particular word called GeForce, right? So first thing is gaming. So Nvidia is perhaps best known for its GeForce lines of gaming, I mean the GPUs, which are celebrated for their performance and innovations. So these GPUs support high resolution, high frame rate gaming and technology such as, you can tell, like real-time ray tracing and like AI enhanced graphics, something like that, right? So many of the world's leading gaming laptops and desktop PCs are powered by Nvidia GPUs. If you are noted it down, you may get to know Nvidia, right? So making them a central component in the gaming ecosystem. Okay, and then the second thing is, okay, professional visualization. So Nvidia's Quadro GPUs are designed for professional use, including fields like architecture, engineering and digital content creation. So these GPUs offer the computational power required for tasks such as what? 3D rendering, video editing and complex simulation, something like that, right? And then, okay, here comes data centers and AI, right? Okay, so I want to share you something. So please don't ask for attendance link at the start of the session. So at the end of the session, coordinator will provide you the attendance link, right? I hope this session will be quite interesting for you. So it will not get bored, don't worry about it. So please wait until the session and I want to share you some valuable information at the end of the session. So please wait until the end of the session and gather information about Nvidia Jetson Nano, why we are floating this webinar, and get some useful things from it, right? So coordinator will provide you the attendance link at the end of the session. So you have to wait until then. So please don't ask for attendance link in between. I hope you guys are understanding, right? Okay. So now let's get back to the topic, which is data centers and AI. So Nvidia Tesla, or you can call it as A100. So in the data center segment, Nvidia's Tesla, now A100. So GPUs are optimized for AI training and inference. So high performance computing and like you can tell data analytics, something like that. So these GPUs are used in supercomputers and cloud data centers worldwide. Okay, and then here comes application. So coming to the next application, which is automotive. So Nvidia Drive. So this platform provides AI solutions for autonomous vehicles, including hardware and software that help in perception, mapping, planning and driver assistance system. So Nvidia Drive aims to enhance the safety and efficiency of self-driving cars. Right? And then the next application is in healthcare. So Nvidia Clara is a healthcare application framework that leverages AI for like medical imaging, genomics and smart hospital operations. Like it aims to accelerate the deployment of AI in medical setting, improving diagnostics and patient care as well. And then the last thing, which is robotics. See, Nvidia Jetson, the Jetson platform provides AI computing capabilities for robots, drones and like other autonomous machines. So it supports a range of applications from industrial automation to AI research. Okay, so see this. Actually, I got this video from Nvidia's official website. So they have recently released this video this is actually a research video of Nvidia. So for clarification, I just brought this video and provided here. So see this video, you may get a clear idea about it, right? Okay, so let me play it and listen it carefully.
The era of robotics has arrived. One day, everything that moves will be autonomous. Researchers and companies around the world are developing robots powered by physical AI. Physical AIs are models that can understand instructions and autonomously perform complex tasks in the real world. Multimodal LLMs are breakthroughs that enable robots to learn, perceive, and understand the world around them and plan how they'll act. And from human demonstrations, robots can now learn the skills required to interact with the world using gross and fine motor skills. One of the integral technologies for advancing robotics is reinforcement learning. Just as LLMs need RLHF, or reinforcement learning from human feedback, to learn particular skills, generative physical AI can learn skills using reinforcement learning from physics feedback in a simulated world. These simulation environments are where robots learn to make decisions by performing actions in a virtual world that obeys the laws of physics. In these robot gyms, a robot can learn to perform complex and dynamic tasks quickly, refining their skills through millions of acts of trial and error. We built Nvidia Omniverse as the operating system where physical AIs can be created. Omniverse is a development platform for virtual world simulation, combining real-time, physically based rendering, physics simulation, and generative AI technologies. In Omniverse, robots can learn how to be robots. They learn how to autonomously manipulate objects with precision, such as grasping and handling objects, or navigate environments autonomously, finding optimal paths while avoiding obstacles and hazards. Learning in Omniverse minimizes the sim-to-real gap and maximizes the transfer of learned behavior. Building robots with generative physical AI requires 3 computers, Nvidia AI supercomputers, to train the models. Nvidia Jetson Orin, and next generation Jetson Thor robotics supercomputer to run the models. And Nvidia Omniverse, where robots can learn and refine their skills in simulated worlds. We build the platforms, acceleration libraries, and AI models needed by developers and companies, and allow them to use any or all of the stacks that suit them best. The next wave of AI is here. Robotics, powered by physical AI, will revolutionize industries.
Okay, so if you heard it properly, they have said like to train all these things they need 3 computers, right? First one is supercomputer, and then they talked about like Jetson Orin. So see, which is nothing but a hardware, but here we are going to use Jetson Nano, not Orin. I will tell about the difference between all these stuffs in the upcoming slides, right? Okay, so now see this. Here comes the important thing. For all these models to run, they need hardware. Like for training and for development, they need hardware. So GPUs to boost the process, right? So now there is another recent trend which is going on. You hear about it everywhere, which is nothing but AI, Gen AI or generative AI, something like that. So companies like Google, Meta, Microsoft has been releasing their products related to AI, and they are adding it to every product now. At this particular time, Nvidia is selling GPUs because for all these models to run, they need the hardware for training and development to boost the process, right? So an Nvidia becoming rich just by selling GPUs to the top companies. Isn't it a clever idea, right? So when everyone digs for gold, you have to sell shovels to become rich, right? So this is what they have done and successfully doing it. So now let's move to Nvidia Jetson. First we need to have an idea about what is Nvidia is a company. We have talked about it properly. So now what is Nvidia Jetson? Jetson is nothing but a hardware. So it is a series of advanced embedded system. Okay, advanced embedded system which is actually used by developers for creating innovative AI products across multiple industries. Okay, so the platform consists of a small form factor, high performance edge computers named like modules. Additionally, it also includes Jetpack SDK. SDK is nothing but software development kit for software acceleration and a complete ecosystem to help speed up the development process of custom AI projects, right? So the Nvidia Jetson system is high performance and power efficient, making it one of the best and most popular platforms for building machine based on AI on the edge. So here you can see this is a Jetson Nano developer kit. It has all the configuration that you can connect your HDMI cable to this. You can connect keyboard, you can connect mouse, you can connect Ethernet cable, and you can use this as a single board computer. And also you have a Jetson module. So this is actually a development kit. This is actually a module. You can attach this with some other hardware and make it work. You can attach this module into your autonomous car. You can attach this particular development kit into this particular car. You can connect this module with robot or autonomous car or autonomous vehicle like this. You can fit this and attach a camera. It will detect the lane and move. Here the wheels will use to detect the direction. So this is what we are actually going to do in the upcoming session. You may wonder what about the upcoming session. I will clear it out at the end of the session about the upcoming sessions. Okay. So we will learn everything one by one. So don't get confused about it, right? Okay. So now let's move to the next topic, which is edge computing. So edge computing on Nvidia Jetson Nano is a strategy actually that brings AI processing power to the devices that collect data. So instead of sending it to a cloud or a data center, okay, so this allows for real-time decision making and the use of software defined autonomous vehicle. So here are some benefits of edge computing. The first one is real-time data analysis. So organizations can work with urgent data in real time, sometimes without communicating with the primary data center. And then coming to offline processing, edge computing can leverage use cases that are not possible with cloud-based services and then close to data sources. So edge computing moves computer storage and processing closer to the devices and uses that actually consumes the data. Okay, so now let's talk about the next thing, which is benefits of edge computing for AI applications. So in this slide, we have talked about the edge computing, right? So I hope all of you know most of these popular companies. These popular companies are using that particular edge computing application in their AMR, retail, smart city, agriculture or construction, services, logistics and manufacturing and like healthcare. Okay, and then so here comes Jetson family developer kit. I have already tell you that Jetson Nano and Jetson Orin, something like that, right? So here are three series: Jetson Nano series, Jetson Orin Nano series and Jetson AGX Orin series. Let's talk about Nano first. So Jetson Nano is a small powerful computer for embedded AI systems and then IoT that delivers the power of modern AI in a low power platform. So you can get started fast with Nvidia Jetpack SDK and a full desktop Linux environment. This have its own OS, which is nothing but Ubuntu Linux. Let's talk about it later, right? Okay, and you can start exploring a new world of embedded products using this Jetson Nano. This is actually when you are a beginner or when you are new to this Jetson or Nvidia and this, you can clearly start with Jetson Nano, because what are the difference between these boards in the sense everything is same, just the hardware configuration might be different. Okay, and what are the thing you are going to practice over here will be the same for this and as well as for this, because you are going to use only one software. You may change the board, but you are going to apply all those steps same here and here. You are going to use the same software here and here. The only thing is hardware configuration might be changed. Okay, and coming to the Jetson Orin Nano developer kit, this Orin Nano series models delivers up to like 40 tops of AI performance in the smallest Jetson form factor, with power options between like 5 watts and 15 watts, and Jetson Nano will be like 5 watts and 10 watts only. So here comes 5 watts and 15 watts. Okay, and this gives you up to 80x the performance of Nvidia Jetson Nano and set the new baseline for entry level edge AI. PPT, PPT will be provided by the coordinator in the WhatsApp group, right? So don't get worried about that. And then Jetson AGX Orin series. Coming to this will bring your next gen products to life with the world's most powerful AI computer for energy efficient autonomous missions, up to like 275 tops and 8x the performance of the last generation for multiple concurrent AI interface pipelines and like high speed interface support for multiple sensors. So what is the difference between all these kits in the sense? I have already told you that the only change is hardware configuration, and the software you are going to use will be the same. So whatever you are practicing in the learner module, you can implement the same thing here as well. Okay, and then see Jetson Nano developer kit. So when you bought the kit, you will be getting like this. This is the package. Inside you will get this Jetson Nano, and this will be like you can use it as a single board AI computer. This is 128 CUDA core, 4 core CPU, 472 G flops. It will be work on 5 watt and 10 watt. Okay, so coming to the specifications, you can see here the CPU will be like 64-bit quad core, GPU is like 128 core Nvidia Maxwell, and memory is like 4 GB 62-bit. It is having video encoder, video decoder, and you will be having like 4 USBs, camera, HDMI display port, display, networking, wireless, storage, everything over here. Let's come to the power. You just need to provide 5 volt using a B-type USB cable, or you can use your mobile charge, something like that. And you will have like 40 pin header, storage. One main thing is that for the storage you need to buy your own micro SD card, right? They will not provide you. Let me tell you in the next slide, you will get. Okay, so see, let me talk about it. This is a Jetson Nano. What are the things you will have? Micro SD card slot for main storage. So your micro SD card will be act as a storage here, and you will have like 40 pin expansion header over here. You just need a B type cable for powering your Jetson Nano, and then this will be your Ethernet port. You can give Wi-Fi to it, and you will have like 4 USB ports over here. You can connect keyboard, mouse, something like that, and then HDMI port over here, and display port connector over here, and you can power it up using DC barrel jack for 5 volt power input, and as loss you can connect camera. It will having the camera connector over here. So see this, if you are buying this particular product, in the sense, in the box you will having only 3 things. One is Nvidia Jetson module, the developer kit that you bought. It may be Orin or Nano, something like that, okay? And then the small paper card. Paper card is nothing but user manual. And the third thing is folded paper stand. So the top of the box you can place that folded paper stand, and the top of the paper stand you can place your Jetson module over here, there. So these are the things you may need for the upcoming sessions, but it not included with your package, because you need a micro SD card for storage. It should be 32 GB. So they will not provide you the memory card. You need to buy it by your own, and you may need keyboard, you may need mouse, you may need a monitor, you may need a HDMI cable, power supply. You may need it all for the initial setup process, but they won't provide it all. You need to buy it by own. Okay, so coming to the OS, initially we need to flash the OS, which is Ubuntu Linux. We will learn about this step in upcoming sessions, okay? So don't get confused about the masterclass in the chat box. I will explain it clearly at the end of the session. I will provide a clear detail about it, everything in the end of the session. So don't get confused about this particular 21 days masterclass. I will tell all those steps in the last slide, okay? When it will going to start and what are the things we are going to learn in that particular masterclass. So don't get worried about it. Okay, so now let's move to the next topic, which is introduction to AI. Before getting into this particular thing, I just want to show you something. Just a minute. See this. This is nothing but, I hope the camera is visible to you. Okay. Okay. See, there is nothing but a object detection robot. Okay, I will tell about the masterclass at the end of the session, so please don't get confused about it. I will clear all your doubt at the end of the sessions. Okay, so now let's get back to the topic and listen it carefully. So this is nothing but a object detection robot. You can call it as an autonomous robot as well. So this is what we are going to do in that particular 21 days of masterclass on Jetson AI. So 21 days, I am going to split it up by 3 weeks. So first week, you are going to learn about the basic stuffs, like about the Jetson Nano, about the setup, and then about how to program it, how to download all the necessary applications for it. So it will be on the first week. So second week, you will be learning like the main topic about this particular project. So we are going to do this particular project in that particular master class. So for that we need to study clearly about this particular project. Like, so we are going to cover deep learning topic. We are going to cover OpenCV topic. We are going to talk about neural network, convolutional neural network, something like that. So this will be happening on the second week, and the third week we are going to explore this whole particular project. We are going to program it. we are going to learn how to do this particular project. Everything will be in the third week. So this is all about the 21 days of masterclass. So it may be big for you, but there is nothing. This is Jetson Nano, and we have just connected only 4 DC motors and 1 camera and Jetson Nano. That's it. If you are having 4 DC motor and a driver for that particular motor, camera and a Jetson module, in the sense you can do it by your own also. Okay, so it may be look big for you, but there is nothing. Just see, you just need a battery over here, you just need a Jetson Nano. Here we have connected a camera over here, and we have connected 4 wheels. Inside that it is actually having DC motor, 4 DC motor, and here we have connected driver. Okay, that's it. So this is what we are going to do in this entire project. So don't worry about it. Will be quite interesting for you, and I will teach you from scratch. Don't worry about I don't know how to programming. I don't have any idea about hardware. So don't get worried about it. I'm going to teach from scratch. So try to join the 21 days masterclass. It will be definitely helpful for you. I will provide all those particular. Yeah, it's actually a free masterclass. You don't have to pay a single amount for it. It is going to be a free 21 days masterclass. So I will explain clearly about at the end of the session, right? So please wait until then. So I hope you like this particular thing, right? If you are liking this particular project, in the sense, if you are interested about this particular project, in the sense, just drop interested message or like thumbs up emoji in the chat box. Then I can get to know your guys are having some interesting about this particular topic. It will be helpful for me also to cheer up, right? Okay. So let me close it. And now let's get back to the topic, which is introduction to AI. I'm expecting all your replies in the chat box. So please do respond in the chat box if you are having interesting about this particular project or not, right? Okay. So coming to the introduction to AI. You all know AI. What is AI, right? Artificial intelligence. Yes, absolutely. It is a technology that enable machines to demonstrate human-like reasoning and capability such as autonomous decision making. Okay. So through the assimilation of vast amount of training data, AI learns to recognize speech, like spot the patterns and trends, proactively solve the problems, and predict the future conditions and occurrences, right? Okay, so I see a lot of you showing interested about this particular topic. I hope I will get you all soon in the 21 days masterclass also, right? So thank you for your valuable response. It's a big thing for me. Yeah. Okay. So now let's get back to this. So coming to this, applications and devices equipped with AI can see and identify the object. So they can understand and respond to human language. So they can learn from new information and experience. So they can make detailed recommendations to users and experts. They can act independently, replacing the need for human intelligence or intervention. Like a classic example is that it is nothing but a self-driving car, right? Okay. Now let's see the types of artificial intelligence. Okay. So there are actually 3 main types of AI. Before that, know one thing, an AI system is not a single technology. Okay. AI is not a single technology, but rather an ensemble of technologies that can combine to perform different types of tasks. So those tasks might be very specific, such as it might be understanding what language is being spoken and responding appropriately, or very broad, such as helping someone with travel suggestions for application. But understanding all the different types of technologies that make up AI can a daunting task. Here are the basics. One is narrow AI, or you can call it as a weak AI. So an AI system designed to perform a specific task or a set of tasks. Okay. So this is the type of AI used in current application. So it is called weak not because it lacks power or capability, but because it's a long way from having the human understanding or consciousness that we correlate to true intelligence. And these systems are limited in their scope and do not have the ability to perform tasks outside their specific domain. Examples of narrow AI include, like you can tell, voice assistant, you can tell facial or speech recognition, or you can tell self-driving car. And then comes Gen AI. Also you can call it as a strong AI. So in theory, an AI system that would be able to successfully perform any intellectual task that a human could, possibly even better than a human could. So like narrow AI system, general AI system would be able to learn from experience and spot and predict the pattern. So general AI does not yet exist, though there is ongoing research and development in the field with some promising progress. Okay, and then super intelligent AI. So an AI system defined as being fully self-aware and surpassing the intelligence of human. So theoretically, these systems would have the ability to improve themselves and making decisions with above human level intelligence. So beyond simply mimicking or identifying human behavior, super intelligent AI would grasp it at a fundamental level. Okay, so if a super intelligent AI system were developed, it could change the course of human history. But currently, it exists only in science fiction. And there is no known method for achieving this level of AI. Okay, so we have learned about AI and types of AI, and there is another important thing. What it is? How does this work? How does this artificial intelligence work? So beyond the major classification of narrow, general and super intelligent, there are several more different and interrelated levels of artificial intelligence are there. First one is machine learning. Machine learning is nothing but a subset of AI that enable computer system to learn and improve from experience or data, and like incorporate elements from fields like computer science, statistics, psychology, or like neuroscience and economics and something like that. So by applying algorithms to different types of learning method and analysis techniques, ML can actually learn and improve from data and experience without being explicitly programmed to do so. So for business, machine learning can be used to predict the outcomes, which is totally based on analysis of large and complex data sets. Okay, and then deep learning. So before getting into the deep learning topic, we need to know one more thing, which is nothing but neural network. So neural networks are a fundamental component of artificial intelligence, inspired by the structure and function of the human brain. So these multi-layered computational models have nodes clustered together like the neurons in the biological brain. So each artificial neuron takes the input, performs mathematical operations on it and produces an output. Then it then passes to the subsequent layers of neurons via fast or parallel processing. Okay, so during training, neural network adjusts the strength of connection between the neuron based on example in the data, allowing them to recognize patterns, make predictions and also solve problems. So neural network have found application in various fields such as image and speech recognition, natural language processing and like modeling, autonomous vehicle and much more. And then comes deep learning. So deep learning is a data centric, which is actually a subset of machine learning that uses neural network with multiple layers to learn and extract features from vast amount of data. Okay, so these deep neural network can automatically discover intricate patterns and relationship in the data that might not be immediately obvious to human, allowing for more accurate predictions and decisions as well. So deep learning excels at tasks such as image and speech recognition, NLP, and data analysis. Okay, and then come Gen AI or generative AI. So this refers to deep learning models that can create complex original content such as long form text, high quality images, realistic video or audio, and more. So in response to a user's prompt or request. So at a high level, generative models encode a simplified representation of their training data and then draw from the representation to create new work that is similar but not identical to the original data. Okay, and then here, okay, so for now I have explained orally about all these topics. Here I have some quite interesting video. See this video, it will be understand quickly. I hope it will transfer the content quickly to you, right? So let me play it and listen it carefully. You will get a clear idea about it, what I'm talking about.
Picture this, a machine that could organize your cupboard just as you like it, or serve every member of the house a customized cup of coffee. Makes your day easier, doesn't it? These are the products of artificial intelligence. But why use the term artificial intelligence? Well, these machines are artificially incorporated with human-like intelligence to perform tasks as we do. This intelligence is built using complex algorithms and mathematical functions. But AI may not be as obvious as in the previous examples. In fact, AI is used in smartphones, cars, social media feeds, video games, banking, surveillance, and many other aspects of our daily life. The real question is, what does an AI do at its core? Here is a robot we built in our lab, which is now dropped onto a field. In spite of a variation in lighting, landscape, and dimensions of the field, the AI robot must perform as expected. This ability to react appropriately to a new situation is called generalized learning. The robot is now at a crossroad, one that is paved and the other rocky. The robot must determine which path to take based on the circumstances. This portrays the robot's reasoning ability. After a short stroll, the robot now encounters a stream that it cannot swim across. Using the plank provided as an input, the robot is able to cross this stream. So, our robot uses the given input and finds the solution for a problem. This is problem solving. These three capabilities make the robot artificially intelligent. In short, AI provides machines with the capability to adapt, reason, and provide solutions. Well, now that we know what AI is, let's have a look at the two broad categories an AI is classified into. Weak AI, also called narrow AI, focuses solely on one task. For example, AlphaGo is a maestro of the game Go, but you can't expect it to be even remotely good at chess. This makes AlphaGo a weak AI. You might say Alexa is definitely not a weak AI, since it can perform multiple tasks. Well, that's not really true. When you ask Alexa to play Despacito, it picks up the keywords play and Despacito, and runs a program it is trained to. Alexa cannot respond to a question it isn't trained to answer. For instance, try asking Alexa the status of traffic from work to home. Alexa cannot provide you this information, as she is not trained to. And that brings us to our second category of AI, strong AI. Now, this is much like the robots that only exist in fiction as of now. Ultron from Avengers is an ideal example of a strong AI. That's because it's self-aware and eventually even develops emotions. This makes the AI's response unpredictable. You must be wondering, well, how is artificial intelligence different from machine learning and deep learning? We saw what AI is. Machine learning is a technique to achieve AI, and deep learning, in turn, is a subset of machine learning. Machine learning provides a machine with the capability to learn from data and experience through algorithms. Deep learning does this learning through ways inspired by the human brain. This means through deep learning, data and patterns can be better perceived. Ray Kurzweil, a well-known futurist, predicts that by the year 2045, we would have robots as smart as humans. This is called the point of singularity. Well, that's not all. In fact, Elon Musk predicts that the human mind and body will be enhanced by AI implants, which would make us partly cyborg.
Okay, so I hope this video is helpful for you and now you got a clear idea about what I'm talking, right? Okay, so now let's move to the next thing, which is this is about going to be the last topic of this, which is nothing but applications of AI. So first one is healthcare. So AI can develop new drugs, diagnose diseases and perform surgery. Okay, and then self-driving cars. So AI plays a crucial role in autonomous vehicle, enabling them to perceive their surroundings, make decisions and navigate safely. As you could see, like for example, Tesla's self-driving cars are available, which actually gathers data from the camera and as well as a lot of sensors, right? And their decision making is stand in their particular chip and it has been decided of what to do. So based on this, it decide to slow down or like speed it up, turn left, turn right, whatever the changes it has to do, it will be done and self-driving, right? And then virtual assistant. So AI assistants like Siri, Alexa and Google Assistant help users with tasks, schedule appointments and provide informations. And then applications of AI, and then comes agriculture. So AI can help farmers make quicker and more efficient decisions by collecting data about the conditions of the soil, the weather and the appearance of the crop, something like that. And then facial recognition. So AI used in security systems for facial recognition, enhancing authentication and like access control, something like that. And again here comes robotics. So robotics has been used in manufacturing for years, but before the introduction of AI, calibration and like reprogramming had to be done manually, right? So and typically only after something broke down. So by using AI, often in the form of Internet of Things sensors, manufacturers have been able to greatly expand the scope, volume and like type of task their robots can perform, while also improving their accuracy and reducing the downtime. So some common examples of AI assisted robotics include order picking robots in warehouses and agriculture robots that water crops at optimum times. So I have see all those replies and compliments from you. This is actually a great thing for me, and thank you all for your valuable response to this particular topic, right? So thank you all. Okay. So now let's move to the next thing. So listen this carefully. Computer vision. So computer vision is a field of AI that enable computers and systems to derive meaningful information from digital images, or it can be a video or like other visual input. Okay, so if AI enable computer to think, computer vision enable them to see, enable them to observe and understand. So computer vision is the one of the most important field of AI. So CV trains and enables computer to understand the visual world. So computers can use digital images and deep learning models to accurately identify and classify the objects and react to them. It also helps to take appropriate actions and make recommendations based on an extracted information. So computer can behave and think like human brain. Now, why computer vision and how does this actually work? So it has lot industry important and safety, productivity and like accuracy. And future of AI depends on computer vision on one hand and NLP at other hand. So that's how important OpenCV is. Now let's see how it actually works. So generally the human vision is you have sensing device, which is nothing but your eyes, and you have an interpreting device, which is nothing but your brain. So for example, if you see something, your eye is going to be a sensing device which is responsible for capturing the image of the environment, and your brain is going to interpret and tell you that you have a plate with fruits like pineapple, apple, orange or avocado, something like that. So see this. Similarly in computer vision, if you take computer vision, the computer having camera which is nothing but a sensing device, and computer which is the interpreting device. So which is the brain which has the algorithm or the AI or the neural network, so that also interpret and tell you what it actually has. And the last thing is NLP, natural language processing. So natural language processing system recognize and understand written or spoken language. So in more sophisticated application, NLP can use context to infer attitude, mood and other subjective qualities to most accurately interpret meaning. So practical applications of NLP include chatbots, call center interactions analysis, and like digital voice assistants such as Siri and Alexa. So this is all about the introduction to Nvidia, AI and everything. I hope you get a clear idea about it now. At the beginning of the session itself, I have told you that if you don't have any idea about the sense, it's okay. At the end of the session, you have some idea about it, right? I hope you understood all these topics. If you understand the sense, just drop thumbs up emoji in the chat box. It will helpful for me to improve me. Okay, so here comes the valuable information. This is about the 21 days masterclass on Jetson AI. This is going to be happen on coming 20th. And the time is 6 to 7 p.m. At the evening this is going to happen, and the cost is absolutely free. You don't have to pay a single amount for it. You can register for the particular 21 days masterclass on Jetson AI and you can come to the class. This 21 days masterclass is for free. You don't have to pay any single amount for it. Okay. So coming 20th and 6 to 7 p.m. right? Okay, so about this particular masterclass, this is going to happen on 21 days. This will be happen on the same YouTube as a live classes, and if you just invest 45 minutes daily, you can get a clear idea about Jetson AI and you will get an e-certificate which is totally based on the attendance. You have to provide 90% attendance, then only you will get certificate. So what about the certificate? Okay, so if you want participation certificate, in the sense you need to pay amount for this. This is just only for 118 rupees is only for participation certificate. To attend this particular 21 days masterclass, you don't have to pay any single amount. The 21 days masterclass is absolutely free. You just need to register for it. You can attend 21 days masterclass. If you want participation certificate, in the sense attendance is mandatory and then you have to pay certificate amount, which is only for 118 rupees only for participation certificate. Okay, so if you have any queries or doubts regarding this 21 days masterclass, in the sense here I provide the WhatsApp number. You can call to this particular number or you can send messages to this, and here I also provided the mail ID. So if you have any queries regarding this, in the sense you can contact to this particular phone number and email ID. So I hope this session will be useful for you, and thank you all. Have a very great day, and let's catch up at 21 days masterclass on coming 20th. Thank you.